Hey guys, Crystal Thompson here for Unity Stamp Company with a very fun card using WithKit for January 2020. And let me tell you what we're going to be making today with this kit. Guys, I don't know how many cards we're on with this kit. Still have not used any of this beautiful ribbon. So I can't wait, we're going to show you. So we're going to be using this line. I know you're going, really? We're going to use the line from this kit. It's going to be super fun. It's going to allow you to really make the most out of your kit. Then we're going to be using this gorgeous set of snowflakes, and then we're going to be using the thank you for the stamp set part of it. And then we're going to be using the awesome 25 yards of the light blue ribbon. It's going to be a very clean and simple card. For our ink, we're using Soft Sky from Stampin' Up. You can use whatever you like. And then from the cardstock, we're using all the cardstock included in the kit. Let me tell you what we're doing. So we have our card base, we have our card panel, and so our card panel is going to be 1/4 of an inch smaller than the rest of it. It's going to give it that clean and simple look by matting it. And then I have an extra piece of cardstock, and on this one we're going to stamp the sentiment and the awesome snowflakes that I mentioned earlier with some gold embossing. We're going to cut them, but if you purchase the cut files for the Snowy Winter Greetings, it's going to be absolutely perfect, and then you won't have to do any fussy cutting. So we're going to begin by stamping the Soft Sky. I'm going to move everything off, and I'm going to leave this card panel ready to go. And all we're going to do is we're going to create a very pretty lined background with this cardstock, and the purpose of that is just DIY repetitive backgrounds. So I'm going to bring in a piece of just leftover paper. I use my ink blending to protect my surface. And I'm just going to ink up this line. And this is a great way to use stamp sets. You probably go like, why would somebody include a line? Well, this is a great way to do your DIY background papers and really use all the elements out of that Snowy Winter Greetings. So super, super easy to create this background. We're not going to do too much into the lines. You could line it up. You could even do it on your MISTI if you chose to. This is just a really nice way to utilize all the components of your kit. I'm going to be linking all the products I'm using down below. And again, you can use whatever you like. I am really trying to give you guys to use only the contents of your kit, so no extra dies, no extra nothings. When you get this kit and you get the inspiration, you're like, yep, I can make it because I have that product in my craft room. So it's kind of odd to see here, but it's a very, very, very light lines with this blue. And again, all this is doing is creating a lined background. And so we get to the part where the line's too short. You can either A, really try to line them up, or B, just continue adding those lines kind of like in a brick fashion, so alternating the line positioning, and you can't really mess it up. It's just to make a background. I'm going to speed this up so you get the full tutorial of it. Alrighty, so that is all done. Super easy, right? Very clean, but it just gives it just enough texture for the rest of the card. Now we're going to move on to heat embossing our sentiment and our snowflakes. I'm going to bring in all the snowflakes, and we're going to be using, of course, the included gold glitter embossing powder in the kit. Guys, super lovely embossing powder. I think this is my new favorite because it has a gold like a gold base, and then it has the glitter on top of it, so you don't lose what you're trying to stamp or heat emboss. So I'm going to be fussy cutting these, and like I mentioned earlier, if you have the cut files, it would just be super, super easy to just get the cut files and not have to individually hand cut these. But it's all up to you. And then we have this thank you, and so we're all going to do it in a one-stop shop. I'm going to do this on the edge of this cardstock so I can create a banner from it. We're going to ink it down, and then we're going to bring in our piece of paper that we use to collect our embossing powder, and we can continue using it. And then we're going to reveal, and there's the thank you. So there you have it. So we're going to heat set and then we're going to fussy cut. Or if you got the cut files, you could totally cut file out the embossing powder part of, or the embossing images out of it. All right, so I had fussy cut everything, and look how pretty these guys. I actually left these two attached, and I feel like these are going to look super cool on the card, and I added a little bit of foam adhesive on the back. So they're all kind of sitting right here. So before we start assembling a card, we're going to be using some of this ribbon. So I had mentioned earlier, this is the first time we're going to use it, and it's such a light color that it gives it such a pretty, pretty look. So I'm all about the clean and simple, easy DIY card. So I'm going to add a ribbon of adhesive, and then I'm going to place the actual ribbon right on it. So you know it's going to hold down pretty good. I'm just trying to make sure that I get it nice and straight. And then once you're happy with that, you can just cut the edge. We're going to flip it over. And then we're going to add a little bit more adhesive just to get it to hold down. And then at this point, you can really do your X or whatever it is that you do to attach your card bases to your card panels. Okay, and I'm not going to attempt a bow, guys. Like, that's out of my professional realm is bows. But again, super easy way to mass produce clean and simple cards. And this one's going to be a winter thank you. So again, look how fun was that DIY background. It kind of just looks like that falling snow. Now we're going to add all of our heat emboss elements of the snowflakes, and we're really going to try to concentrate these at the center of the card. And then we're going to have that thank you ribbon, again, in which we have added some foam adhesive to as well. So there we go. We're going to do this last one, and super, super pretty. And then last but not least, we're going to add this thank you ribbon, again, all out of white cardstock. And we're just going to place that slightly overlapping. And I did add 2 layers of that adhesive onto that thank you. But that does it, guys. Look how simple, super, super easy. At this point, you can come in and add embellishments. I'm going to let it be. I'm loving this blue and gold, which is kind of the colors that Whit had put together. But you can come in and add embellishments if you so choose to. But again, I'm not. I'm going to leave it alone. Just kind of wanted to show you some of the options that you got with using the kit. Guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me on this DIY background repetitive stamping using the line from the Snowy Winter Greetings out of Whit's kit for January 2020. Be sure to click on the photo to subscribe and give it a like or thumbs up to get more videos like this. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.